So one of the most common reasons I see people for a new gynecology consult is infertility or trying to become pregnant for a while without being pregnant. This is a really important thing to talk to your gynecologist about because many people miss opportunities and have been trying for a long period of time before they discuss their issues with someone. One of the first things I ask people is about their menstrual cycles. So one of the things to think about if you want to talk to a gynecologist about infertility is to carefully track your menstrual cycles for a period of 3 to 6 months to know how regular they are and if there's any changes in your menstrual cycles that have occurred recently or over time. Having a regular menstrual cycle is a really positive, reassuring factor because it means that you're likely ovulating every month. If you're not having regular menstrual cycles, you want to talk to your gynecologist right away. All too often I see people come to me 1 or 2 years into trying who have never had regular menstrual cycles, and you're not going to become pregnant in a regular fashion if you don't have regular ovulation. So it's important to talk to your gynecologist early if that's a problem that you have. You don't need to wait a full 6 months to a year if you don't have regular menstrual cycles to talk to a gynecologist. Another thing to think about in terms of infertility is keeping track of not only what your cycles are, but how often you're having intercourse and how frequently. And if there are any concerns you have about intercourse that are making that a difficult topic to discuss with somebody or making it difficult for you and your husband to have that relationship. So I tell people if you're interested in fertility to keep track of those things and be able to talk to your gynecologist early if there are specific concerns that you have. There are many tests that we do and tests that we can do when someone comes to talk to us about fertility. But it all depends on what your cycles are, what your relationship with your partner is, and if there are specific concerns based on your medical history or your partner's medical history that we should address right away. The most important thing to remember is if it's really important to you to become pregnant, to talk to your gynecologist before you've started trying so that you can address issues about your fertility or possible problems that your gynecologist could identify before you actually go through the frustration potentially of trying for several months to a year without success.